Hello, this video is about onions, garlic, sex drive, and how you can downplay it or upplay it depending on what your goals are in life. So welcome to my channel. Don't forget to hit subscribe and the notification bell to be notified when I'm going to release new videos. So I'm talking about a very interesting, deep topic about diet today. And this is particularly relevant if you're a vegetarian and if you eat onions and garlic when you're vegetarian. So the rumor from way back in ancient days is it will increase your sex drive, right? That's the reason why Buddha didn't want to eat onions and garlic in the diet. And that's what really hardcore traditional Buddhists will do. From my personal experience, what's interesting, I found some truth in that, but it's not exactly true in the way you would expect. So when I was eating a lot of processed onions and garlic as a vegetarian, it was very hard on my stomach. That is true. Something changes with your digestion when you're a vegetarian and you become more sensitive to the foods you eat. So onions and garlic can produce a lot of acid, and then that can be uncomfortable when you're digesting food as a vegetarian. So some vegetarians long term to maintain their diet have to cut out onions and garlic. But I would say it's not necessarily a sex drive problem, although it's interesting when you look out into society. I mean, we are more sexual in this generation, I would say, compared to previous generations, right? And we have widespread onions and garlic. That has come into our diet since the 90s. And so it's very interesting that there's more sex and more hookup culture than there used to be, that it's more socially acceptable. And it's an interesting pattern that people are eating more onions and garlic. So it's interesting, like, is it true? It could be in a way, but nobody's going to advertise, hey, I'm hornier because of my diet. Like, nobody's going to say that, right? Especially not women. But even for men, it's a little bit weird to say that. Sex drive is not always a problem if you know how to use it. So sex drive can be an issue if you're in a relationship and you feel needy, that you want sex. I'm just using this as an example. Then yes, that can be an issue. But what's interesting when I read Think and Grow Rich is that I realized you can actually take your sex drive and use it towards your goals and ambitions. Rather than trying to like get sex per se, you can use that ambition and have that sex drive fuel it so you do positive things with your life. So if you know how to do that and you're living kind of a more ordinary life, you're eating onions and garlic and meat, but you're channeling that extra sex drive into something that you're very passionate about, it's your diamond, it's the thing that you want to do to help people, then there's room to do good things with that diet and to help people if you know how to channel the energy correctly. You know what I mean? But if you're trying to downplay that energy in your life, it could be something to consider to remove some of those foods that could be upping that energy and making you feel if it's making you feel kind of crazy. And for some men, I think they really struggle with that. They feel really crazy sometimes, but it can happen to women too. But if you know how to do it, like you know how to transmute that energy into something positive, you could even use that energy to study for a university degree. Like it doesn't have to be used for sex per se, but it can be that drive that propels you forward to do positive things with your life. So is it a good idea to cut onions and garlic from your diet? Like, it depends. I'd say for a lot of people eating meat and eating ordinary diets, it's not necessary. The more positive thing is to channel your energy and make sure you're working on something productive in your life. But if you are a vegetarian and you are struggling with your digestion, that could be the secret weapon that kind of makes the digestion go more smoothly, and it can have a side benefit of actually calming your energy and helping you feel a little bit more stable. I hope all of this is really helpful. Don't forget to like my video. Also, if you're interested in joining my self-love group, it's free on Facebook, and everyone's welcome to look at all the different messages that I share in that group for that smaller number of people. And you're also welcome to follow me on Instagram. It's Leah H. Chantel on Instagram. And I hope you're all having a wonderful, beautiful day. Take care, everybody. Bye now.